Hello and welcome to this week's Yarn Chat podcast. My name is Nicole and I'm the brains and the beauty behind Yarncraft by Nicole. And today on this very cold and snowy day here in New York, I've got on my Secret Paths shawl. I do not remember the designer off the top of my head, but I will put it in the description below with the Ravelry page. But I used Sweet Georgia, like a Sweet Georgia Yarns fade set for this. And it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. This is one of the shawls that I love wearing. Blue is my favorite color. This is kind of some of my favorite shades of blue. And it's just a good size. It's a fingering weight cowl or a fingering weight shawl. But the texture that it has with some of these front posts and back posts and just oodles of texture give it a nice squish, which I really enjoy. I also have my Aran weight version of the Winter Woods cowl that I released at the end of last year. This cowl actually did really well. My husband modeled it for me. I don't know if that was part of why it did so well. But the original is a one skein version that uses one skein of DK weight. And then this one I modified to use an Aran weight. And when you buy the pattern, which you can get on Ravelry or on my website, it gives you the instructions and the yardage for both. So I really like it. It was a good use of this yarn, which I picked up at a fiber festival in Ann Arbor, and I feel like it showcases it really well. And it sits really nicely inside of a coat or a jacket. So today's podcast theoretically should be a little shorter than normal because I don't have a ton of things to show you, but I did have some cool new yarn come in, and so I wanted to show that off. So the first thing I want to show you is, I'm going to call it a finished object even though I haven't blocked it yet, and I literally finished it while eating lunch today, and that is the Brixel cowl. It is such a small cowl. I'm used to being able to do this very quickly, but my 5-week-old makes that a little bit more challenging now. But this is the Brixel cowl, and it is gorgeous. My lights in here might be blowing some of this out, but it came out really cute. So the Brixel cowl uses 5 mini skeins, and I made some modifications to it, which I'll put in the Ravelry page since I'm doing those now. But I really like the way that came out. The Brixely part, the part that looks like the pixelated bricks, that I kept the same. I think I just used one color fewer than the pattern recommended because it had 5 colors and I used 4 there. And then I saved my 5th mini skein for the border since it was a variegated. And I really like the way it came out. I did change the border a little bit. I didn't finish it quite the same way, and I added stitches along the bottom to help it lay a little bit nice, like a little bit wider at the bottom, a little bit more nice for me. And then I also added this little kind of picot edging. So it's small. It was always going to be a small cowl, but I think when I block it, it'll really help it relax. But even so, even now, like, this would be a great little cowl to wear like in Georgia, where my family's from, where I'm from. A nice little decorative cowl. It's a great way to use mini skeins. Connie from Crochet Satira, I think is her designer name. Again, it will be down below. She was very kind and offered me some advice on how to place my colors since I was using 4 minis and 3 of them were a fade, 1 was a solid, and then 1 was a variegated. So I'm really excited that it's done now, and I really like the size. Like, it's a small cowl, but it's not too small. I did go up 2 hook sizes for this, and I really love the drape of it even before I block it. And the one thing that I really like about this cowl is that for the basket weave stitch and for the linen stitch, it looks the same on both sides. Like, the only thing that looks different on the inside is where I carried the yarn up and then some of my ends, but it looks the same. So when you wear it, and it like flops open, like it still looks the same, which I really like. The colors for this were from Sorella, and they were inspired by Christmas at Downton Abbey. And I really want to do like a Downton Abbey inspired like finished object pictures. I'm very big into a theme for finished object pictures. I'm also very big in the 1920s, and my hair is real short right now. If I can figure out how to do like finger waves, that'd be really cute. I know that I have lipstick that is almost this purple color. It could be real cute. So time permitting, that could happen soon. And weather permitting, honestly. I don't know about y'all, but it has been cold and icy and snowy here in New York, and I'm over it. I'm over it. Granted, our winter has been pretty short. Like, we haven't had many extreme weather days, but like the ice factor is what's killing me right now. And poor Scoot, like, he loves going outside, and he doesn't really mind the snow, but because it snowed and then it kind of sleeted a little bit and then it hasn't been above freezing since then, like our whole yard area is just ice, and it's no fun for him and his paws. So I'm ready for that to get cleared up, if for no other reason than for Scoot's happiness. So this is my one finished object. Like I said, I still have to block it, but I will be putting finished object pictures on Instagram and then also on Ravelry as soon as I take them. Theoretically, I could do it. Today is Friday. Theoretically, I could do it Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm doing this as part of the mini skein crochet along that Not Bad Brit is hosting on Discord. So if you're interested and you have some mini skeins, check it out. It's been fun. All right, so my one finished object. The other things I've got to show you, really it's just one other thing, and one that's about to be a whip. So the first thing is the Kansas City Chiefs baby blanket, or inspired baby blanket. Not using a pattern for this, but that's what it looks like so far. So I've got this cherry color that's Pound of Love. I think this one is just called White or Snow White. That's Big Twist Yarns. And then this one is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek, I think in the color Mustard. I had to look it up when I put it in Ravelry. So this has not gotten much love. I did have an order for a gnome on Etsy that I got out this week, so that took up some of my time, but also I just have much less time to crochet than I used to. But I'm really liking the way that's coming out. This little section I'm going to repeat over here, and then the rest of it's going to be red. So very happy about this. And then I also went through my yarns and figured out what I already have on hand for some of the other baby blankets that I want to make. And there's at least one more baby blanket that I already have yarn for. So happy about that too. But this is my only other whip right now. But I like it. I think it's going to be very cute, and it makes me want to do a design for like a varsity inspired Tunisian baby blanket, which I think would be really cute, and that might happen at some point. So yeah, that is my only other whip, but that leads me right into yarn love for the other whip that I'm about to start. So I signed up for a pattern test, my first pattern test of the year. I'm doing the Canyon crew neck from Stacy of Bah Humble, and I got my yarn in this week, and I want to start this project today. Honestly, I've been trying to start this project since Wednesday, but it just hasn't happened yet, so we will see. I'm using Winter Glow. I'm curious to see how well this will show up. Oh, it's showing up pretty well. Winter Glow from Hobie. I have 2 skeins of this, and that should be enough for the whole sweater. It is listed as a category 4 yarn. It seems to be. It looks like it's a single ply. I don't know how well you're seeing that. But it is an acrylic and wool blend. I think it's close to half and half. Yeah, 51% wool, 49% acrylic. And I'm really into it. I haven't crocheted with black in a while, and when I was looking at the color options for this, I just thought that this would be the nicest one and something that's different than one I already have, and I'm into it. So I'm going to be starting this today, hopefully, theoretically, and I'm really pumped about it. I've heard good things about this yarn, but this is the first time I've used it, and I think that these were about $22 a skein, but they have like 765 yards. So lots of yardage and this 200-gram cake. So pretty pumped about that. Not bad to have a whole sweater quantity in 2 of these. And it's a long sleeve sweater. I'll let you know if I run out of yarn, but I'm hoping to have some progress for you for that next week. I also got some more Happy Place yarn for the quilt style or quilt cocoon cardigan that I want to make. I love all the colors that I had, but I realized that it would be nice if I had a neutral that would let all of those colors shine. And I don't know if y'all know, but Happy Place was super popular. This is gonna get real blown out. Let's see if I can hold it against my sleeve. It's a creamy off-white, but these lights are making it look very, very bright. It does not actually glow. But Happy Place was super popular when it came out. This was a collaboration that Hobie did with TL Yarn Crafts, Tony Lipsy. And so when I went on, I just picked a neutral that they had enough of. But I think I would have picked this one anyway. I think this is the color Almond. And it's very nice and very soft, and it's going to play really well with the green and the yellow and the blues, all the other ones I already have. So very happy about that. I'm hoping to start that soonish with tutorials for how to do the quilt stars, or the quilt blocks, quilt stars, soonish, but obviously everything right now depends on Melody's nap times and sleep schedules, and my husband's schedules as well. Since having her, and honestly since both of our moms left, because they were both here around Christmas. Both of them stayed with us for a while to help, which was awesome. But now that it's just the 2 of us again, we pretty much start each day with saying, what do you want to get accomplished today, and try to schedule it out. Whether that's like, I want to shower and a podcast and groceries to be done. I think that was my list for today. I don't even care if I'm the one that does groceries, but anyway, with that being said, tutorials are going to take a little longer until her little sleep schedule evens out. She is just over a month old though now, which is pretty awesome, and she's big. She had her first month's checkup, and she was 11 pounds and 4 ounces. She was 9 pounds 2 ounces when she was born, but she's growing real well. I hear that's what happens when you feed them. The last bit of yarn that I want to show you is from Amanda Knits. I don't know if you remember from last week, I had 2 orders that came in at the same time, just because she got a little backed up over the holidays with some health issues. But this one should be the last one until February. And I really like these colors. So we've got a micro mini and a mini. And since these are light, they might get a little bit blown out. That's pretty good right there. So the micro mini color is called Starly, and the mini color is called Cosmic Dust. I had started a granny square blanket with these. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue to use the minis for that. It would be really pretty. It would be really pretty, and it would be like a showstoppery blanket. I probably should, but I don't know. They're also very pretty. Big fan of this. And I think if you are interested in the mini club, she's got something for like the next time you can sign up to subscribe to it. But I like it. It's a very cost-effective mini club. And then you also get a stitch marker or a little goodie. And they usually coordinate. So very happy with these. And that, I believe, is all that I have left this week. Stay up there or not. You do what you want to do, crazy yarn. So I'm going to leave you with what I can't let go of, and it's still Downton Abbey. I still can't let go of Downton Abbey. I'm rewatching them with my husband. He's watched all of the seasons once, and I've watched it. I think this is my maybe 4th time watching them all the way through. I'm such a big fan. And my favorite character is Anna. If you're a Downton Abbey fan, let me know your favorite character down below. I don't know whose his is. I feel like every time I watch it, like there's somebody I like a little bit more or a little bit less. But he was a big fan of William at the beginning, and Matthew might be his favorite. I don't know, but I'll ask him when I'll report back next week. But it's still so much fun to rewatch those, and especially when I was crocheting the Downton Abbey cowl with all those colors. That was super fun. And I don't know what we'll watch after we rewatch all of these, but we're only on season 3, so we got a little time left for that. And with that, I will talk to you next week. If you like these podcast videos, make sure you give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.